If you're looking for a unique outdoor activity as we head into August, a park in Manitowoc County may be for you. Cal Larson is live at Cherney, Maribel Caves County Park this morning. It's a little hidden gem. Hi, Cal.
Hey, yeah, a little hidden gem indeed. We're going to do some exploring later on. We wanted to let the sun rise and let this beautiful day start a little bit before we headed down there. So we have Pete Tarnowski, the park manager with Manitowoc County, with us this morning. Pete, good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us out here. Beautiful day.
Yeah, it is.
Doesn't get better than this.
Picked a good day.
Yeah, we did, thankfully. Beautiful park out here, obviously very popular park. What do people need to know? They haven't been here in a while. Some new additions, some work's been going on out here.
Yeah, there's always cave work for one thing, but we've added a pavilion, some playground, got a great bike trail. Right behind you here is a Tartarus Pavilion. That's one of the newest additions to it, built in 2020 with some DNR stewardship grants. So great addition. People can rent this out. Another pavilion at the other end of the park. That one too, that was built a number of years before, that can be rented out as well.
Awesome.
So people love to come in and use the park in that way.
Oh, absolutely. Always something to do out here. Again, if people haven't been out here in a while, what do they need to know if they're making their way here?
So one thing is our park hours are open from dawn to dusk. We do have a park season from April 1st to October 31st. However, people can be in the park year-round. A lot of people like to come in the wintertime, so that's good. Park tours, you're going to be down with Andy from the WSS, talking about some of that. They do tours from May to October, third Sunday of the month, and you can come down on that Sunday, check out the cave tours, and you'll notice how nice that is and the improvements they've done to the cave down there. So that's a big draw. Again, we do have a nice mountain bike trail, 2.5 miles of mountain biking that's been done. Local bike group put that in, maintains that, so that's a big draw too. A lot of people from all over do that. It's pretty technical, I've heard. I've been on it a little bit, so it's you can kind of be as crazy as you want on that, but that's a good addition. The playground's a big draw when people are here with their families. The kids love that. A lot of new additions to that. The other thing is we're working on a handicap accessible path down to the lower level, to the cave. So that's going to be a nice addition for people to be able to get down there, see the caves that maybe couldn't in the past. Always
something out here. It's, we could go on and on because there is a ton to see. And like you said, we'll get with Andy a little bit later to give an inside look at the caves, but obviously we wanted to set the scene with Pete here this morning, talk about what's been going on out here for people who haven't been here in a while. So we'll get down underground and show you some of that off later this morning.
Looks great. Thanks, Cal. A popular park in Manitowoc County allows visitors to go underground and explore multiple cave systems. Cal Larson is live at Cherney Maribel Caves County Park this morning with more. Hi, Cal.
Hey, good morning, Emily. Yeah, we haven't gone inside quite yet because we wanted to set the scene for you guys on just how impressive these rocks are. And Andy Cron with the Wisconsin Geological Society is with me. Andy, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Cal.
This morning. It's a beautiful day to be out here, obviously a beautiful park.
Sure is.
What can you tell us about this formation and what's all here for people to enjoy?
Well, you're looking at a section of the Niagara Escarpment. This is all Silurian dolomite. The Silurian dolomite's all compressed sea creatures, so these are all fossilized sea creatures that you're seeing within the rock layers that we have here.
Every layer is
a different type of sea creature.
Wow. And a couple places for people to actually go inside, which we will do at some point. Walk us through from out here the different caves you have that people can enter.
Sure. Right now we're standing outside the Tartarus cave system. We have a small tunnel passage that kids can actually crawl through at any time. We're also right next to the Cave of Treasures. That's open year-round for anybody to come and explore. There's over 250 feet of passageway in that cave. The Tartarus cave system is locked. There are formations in there, so we keep that protected just so that nobody vandalizes those formations.
Safe for people to go in, obviously, go in and be intelligent and make sure you're being smart, but people can come in here as long as the park is open and kind of explore on their own. Is that right?
Yep, that's correct. The park is open year-round, so any time of the year you can come out and enjoy the caves that are open. We try to keep as many caves open for the public as possible. We want people to be able to explore, study the caves as well. So this is just one of the stops that that I will take people on private tours to show them the bluff, show them the caves, and explain all the neat features we have here.
And there are a lot of neat features, Andy. We'll be back with you a couple times to actually go inside some of these caves. As we mentioned, guys, a lot of history here we haven't had a chance to get to yet. We will at some point. Just a magnificent park. It's a beautiful day, and I'm really excited to get inside with Andy and see what they look like. It's going to be a little dark. We'll flip a light on and show you some of that in a little bit.
So much to do. Thanks, Cal.
A popular activity for travelers and residents of Northeast Wisconsin continues to be the Maribel Caves. Cal Larson is there this morning checking it out. Hi, Cal.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. We made it inside one of the caves here at the park, and Andy Cron back with me with the Wisconsin Geological Society. Andy,
Hello.
My first time in here. This is incredible. Which cave are we in, and then what can you say about it?
We're in Maribel New Hope Cave. Maribel New Hope Cave, this was the new hope for the park, that we might find one of the historic caves here in the park. So we have over 1,000 feet of passageway in this cave. 400 feet of it is full height walking and fully lit like we have right here.
It's because not every cave at the park has this much room to stand, first off, is not as well lit. This one, I mean, what'd you say, 1,000 feet for people to wander and explore just in here specifically?
Yep. Most of the caves are a little bit smaller. This one did have more erosion going on, more dissolution of the limestone, so carbonic acid eating away the limestone, making this cave opening that you see. What
sort of work have you had to do in here, or did you do to make it what it is, where people can come in and have this freedom to explore?
This cave is nearly 100% glacially filled. Wow. So that means glaciers pumped sediment within the cave system. There was a small airspace at the ceiling, and the first explorers were able to belly crawl through that area. We've worked since 2003 to dig that glacial sediment out of the cave.
Is there work being done now as well to see if there are any other passageways or areas that you can keep pushing and exploring?
There is still exploration going on, yes.
What a remarkable spot. Well, I mean, this obviously has to be a draw for a lot of people, I imagine. What sort of reaction do you get from people, whether it's their first time or their 500th time?
Yeah, on our third Sunday of the month cave tours, we can see near 500 people come to the park to see the cave, and they're just astonished that there's an opening this large within the bluffs here. Many people haven't had a chance to get into the caves. We do keep this cave locked to protect the formations that we have in here, so they don't have the opportunity to see this, just the smaller caves in the park. So it's definitely a wow factor when you get into the cave.
Yeah, it was a wow factor for me as well. Andy, thank you. We'll show another one off here for you guys in just a little bit. You can see that even just now, while we are in a well-lit cave with some lighting around us, a little bit dark in here and very cold in here. But guys, what a special spot. We'll have one more to show off for you.
It is cold. Thanks, Cal.
If you need an outdoor activity as you head into August, consider a trip to Manitowoc County. Cal Larson is checking out Cherney Maribel Caves County Park this morning. Hi, Cal.
Good morning, everybody. Back underground here at Cherney Maribel Caves County Park. We're in the New Hope Cave, and I have Andy Cron with the Wisconsin Geological Society with me. Andy, first off, unbelievable space here. I can imagine why this cave is such a big draw, but talk to us about this area specifically and point out a couple features for us.
Yep, right now we're right in the middle of the available cave passageway we have for people to explore here. We're about 60 feet underground. We're directly under the ruins of the stables up above within park property. We have all of our formations in this room. That's why we call it the formation room. We have stalactites, halactites, and flowstone ledges, flowstone nodules.
And these come from what? Water runoff, temperature? How does this form and stay up there?
So all of these formations are formed from the dissolution of the limestone. So carbonic acid dissolving the limestone and then rehardening in solid rock.
I mean, unbelievable. I can't say it enough. Just such a cool spot. These, the trail, or the route we're on now, the passage, I guess, connects back to where we just were, continues forward, goes back even farther. What can you tell us about the passageways that go on from where we are?
So all of the little cracks that we see in the Solarian dolomite can interconnect to each other. If you have enough of carbonic acid dissolving that limestone along that whole trail, you end up with all of these different passageways. So these passageways can all interconnect at some point. It's just a matter of how big that opening is.
And we have seen a bat spending the morning with us a little bit. What can you say about the bats in the caves, how they interact, where they come from, and why they're even down here?
Yep. So the bats typically hibernate here in the cave over winter. Over summer, they like to nest in the trees, but it's very hot these last couple of days, so the bats are coming back in to cool off. They like to they don't like to overheat, so we are seeing a bat in the cave today.
And they come from the crevices in the rocks wherever they can find space. Is that correct?
Yeah, it doesn't take much for a bat to squeeze through. They can find the smallest opening. If you try to hold one in your hand, you won't be able to keep it within your fingers. So they can find the smallest crack to crawl all the way to the surface.
Unbelievable. Andy, thank you. Thank you for the information, guys. My first time here, believe it or not, I keep finding places, special places that I haven't gone to yet. We've had a fun morning out here. We're going to keep walking around a little bit before we make our way back to you, but we'll go to the station for now.
Thanks, Cal.